Thanks, Michael. I'm glad to give you all an update on some of the transportation and infrastructure bills that we're working on in the House of Representatives. Last Congress, I served on the House Transportation Committee. In 2012, we passed a 2-year highway bill, which actually became law. The process was more than just some simple transfer of funds in the Highway Trust Fund to keep it running. The final version made strong policy improvements, like reducing the number of federal transportation programs by 2/3. The bill also streamlined the lengthy and often duplicative environmental review process from an average of 15 years down to 7. And under the common sense category, the bill exempted farm trucks from the commercial vehicle regulations on farmers crossing state lines, which should have never been in law in the first place. The key area that I fought for personally in this bill was a provision for states to take control of their construction process. Prior to 2012, every time a state took a federal dollar, which actually came, by the way, from Oklahoma taxpayers, they had to add millions of dollars of new regulations to the project. Now 70% of the construction projects in Oklahoma fall under state oversight. That's a 70% improvement, but it still means we have 30% more to go to be able to give states the greater control over construction dollars. See, in 1956, when the National Highway Program actually began, the plan was to build the highways nationwide and allow the states to take care of them. A federal gas tax was added to every gallon of gas, which currently is 18.4 cents a gallon. That was set aside to pay for both construction and maintenance of those roads. But as with other federal programs, the National Highway Program has become distracted. So now gas tax dollars are going to flowers and city streets and museums and endless construction mandates from people who've never even been to Oklahoma. Our Oklahoma roads need help, but federal mandates create more potholes than they actually solve. Roads built or repaired using only state or county tax money, for example, are only a fraction of the cost of federal roads. What if the gas tax dollars from Oklahoma was returned back to Oklahoma and the State Department of Transportation was allowed to manage those dollars without federal mandates? I can assure you, our Oklahoma State Department of Transportation would get more miles of construction with local oversight and local priorities. Interstate transportation allows the nation to have free and open commerce, so there is a federal responsibility to ensure this infrastructure can support our economy. This year, let me give you one other example. Congress passed a major bill to prioritize our interstate and international ports. People forget Oklahoma has the northernmost inland port off the Mississippi River waterway, just outside of Tulsa. The McClellan-Kerr Arkansas River Navigation System links Oklahoma with a 25,000-mile inland waterway system. Tulsa's Port of Catoosa sits near the head of that system and hosts more than 60 manufacturing and distribution companies, which employ 4,000 Oklahomans. Maintaining the port and the waterway system is key to keeping American commerce flowing and keeping those jobs in Oklahoma. Still a lot of work to do to streamline our nation's transportation priorities, but getting all this passed is a significant achievement. We've got to get over this issue about federalizing all transportation, get it back to the states.